Okay, folding and hole punching. This is another NVR question type in Bexley and Kent. This doesn't come up as often, but it's good to be able to do these. They're quite difficult. They can really trip you up in the exam. So let's get straight into it. What you're going to be doing here is it's going to give you a shape and it's going to give you a folding line. This is one type of question. They might just ask you to fold it, and this is much easier than having to fold it and also hole punch it. But if you look at what happens when they give you a folding line, it's using your NVR technique from before, which is a reflection question. All that happens is anything above the folding line or anything that's getting folded will just get reflected downwards. So it's actually just going to point down like that. So you can imagine when you're folding a piece of paper, if you're folding a A4 piece of paper and you're folding the left corner, you're basically just doing a folding line across that corner, right? And then what happens is that top corner gets reflected downwards, and then you have this you have a piece of paper that looks like this, right? Hopefully that makes sense. But yeah, anything when you're folding, you just reflect it downwards, so that should be easy for you. What you might get asked to do as well is to hole punch after you folded it. So let's say we're folding this sheet of paper in half, and then it asks you to fold it again, and you're left with this, right? Now you're going to be asked, if we hole punch it, you can see they've hole punched it here. You have to figure out where the hole punches are going to be when you unfold it. So you can see they've done it already here, but in the question you're going to be asked to choose one of these options. So how we figure this out is the same thing, right? All you have to do is you have to unfold it one by one, and you have to reflect the hole punch to the other side. So if you've already folded it all the way to this little corner, if you unfold it now to this section where you're going to have this line now as a paper, you're also going to have a hole punch on this side, right? And now you're going to unfold it further the same way that they folded it this way. You're just going to fold it in reverse, and that's why you're going to have a hole punch on the right and on the left, because you're just reflecting these two. So I'm going to go through an example question because that should make it a bit easier to envision. This is also another sort of graphic that should help you visualize it. So layer 1 is orange, layer 2 is green, and layer 4 is blue, right? So what's happening here is these are, so this is one layer of paper. If you fold it together, now there are 2 layers of paper here. So if you hole punch it, there's definitely going to be 2 holes when you unfold it, if that makes sense. Now, when you fold a 2-layered paper even further, that's going to be, so there's 2 layers here, and you're actually putting these 2 layers on top of it, which is why this is a 4-layered piece of paper. Hopefully that makes sense. And again, same idea. With a 4-layered piece of paper, you can see here, you're actually going to get 4 hole punches out because each layer is getting hole punched. Same thing with the 2-layered piece of paper, you're going to get 2 layers out, but you can see here they've hole punched 2 into there, so you're actually going to get 4 hole punches from this section. You can again rewatch this video or rewind whenever you get confused or stuck, but it's the same idea. You want to unfold it one by one and figure out where to reflect the hole punch. So if we unfold this section, we're going to have a hole punch here, okay? And then if we unfold this whole thing, so it will be this section we're unfolding after that, and we just unfold it that way, then we're going to have reflected hole punches on each of these. So bosh, bosh, bosh. Oh, actually, yeah, I've reflected that wrong. Sorry, we're reflecting it across a line, right? So remember, when you're reflecting something, the closest one matches. So if we look at where this circle is, this is going to be opposite, like that. And if we look at where this circle is, it's going to be opposite. Same idea here, same idea here. And there you can see is what it looks like. So again, when you unfold this part, you get this. And then when you unfold this whole section, you're going to get that. Example question here now. So they folded it once, right? So hopefully how we can imagine this. This is where it's been folded, right? This section is going to be like, there's 2 layers of paper here, if you think about it, right? There's 2 layers of paper. And then they fold it again, so now there is, so now there is let me rub this out. There's 2 layers of paper here, and also 2 layers of paper here. But this part, this small section right here, has actually been folded. It's going to have 4 layers because this part was already had 2 layers, if you can think about it. So if you colored it in, this would be green, and that would be green, and then this is 4. So this is blue. And now what he's actually done is he's hole punched in the most dense part where there's 4 hole punches, and you're going to have to unfold it slowly. So let's unfold it piece by piece. So this is the part that we have to unfold first, because that's the one that we did the latest. So if we unfold that, what's going to happen is it's going to get reflected once, right? And then if we unfold this side, right, and we unfold it downwards now, what's going to happen, because this whole section, remember, is actually being folded, we're going to have to reflect both of these hole punches. We'll actually have and oh sorry, I didn't realize there was an actual diagram right here as well. Yeah, so you can see 2 layers here, and this is 2 layers, this is 2 layers, this is 4 layers right here. So this is going to give us 4 hole punches. That's how you can figure out if you've got the right answer. So obviously you can actually cancel out all of these immediately, and then you have to just think through it. So look at this. If they unfold it once, this should actually be up here. These two should be here, but same idea. And then they unfold it, and you get this. This diagram seems to be mistaken, but it is option D. You can see there just seems to be missing circles for here for some reason. Yeah, same idea. Okay, so let me have a look at which questions we can do. Alright, so question 7 and question 8 will do. If we fold this, we get this section. So this is layer, this has 2 layers on it, and all he's done is just hole punch it straight away. So all we have to do is just reflect that backwards when we unfold it. Oh sorry, it looks like they folded this as well. So we reflect that backwards, that gives us 2 punches here, right? And then we have to reflect that down, and that's going to give us 2 more. So we're going to have 4. Again, you can think about it like the fact that this is 2 layers, this is 4 layers, and then they've hole punched in the 4 layer section, meaning there has to be 4x hole punches. So 4 hole punches, which one matches that? That is B. Let's keep going with question 8. This is 2 layers now. You can see they folded this top section, and then what he's also done is folded this section down. I'm going to rub that out again. What he's done is he's folded this part downwards, right? I think that's right. No, he's actually folded it a bit differently. How he's folded it is he's folded this section downwards. Either way, this is 4 layers right here. So again, there's going to be 4 hole punches because that's where they've hole punched it, but let's unreflect it. So if we put this back up, it's going to actually be a triangle like this, and it's going to have 2 hole punches available now. And if we reflect that now this way, we're going to have a hole punch on over here, and we have to reflect this as well, and we're going to have one there. And that is 4. It's not going to be A because it's not 4, and it's not going to be D. These ones aren't really matching, and you can see here this is the closest C, right? And that's it basically. You have to just unfold it in your head one by one and reflect the hole punches every time you're unfolding it. So you reflect it against the line that you're folding. So you have to be pretty good at reflections to get these sort of questions right. Again, when you're looking at this, if you're unfolding a line over here and you're going to reflect this across that line, you just have to look at where it would land on the opposite side, and that's it. So yeah, if you found that useful, you might need some help on the next type of question, which is nets and cubes. So that'll be the next video, which you can click on the end screen here.